Struggling to stay focused or manage ADHD symptoms? Your diet might hold the key. Certain foods can boost brain health and improve concentration. Omega-3 rich salmon for sharper thinking, colorful berries to fight brain fog, and leafy greens to keep your mood balanced. Don't forget protein-packed snacks like eggs and nuts to fuel your focus. And steer clear of sugary drinks. They can cause crashes that actually zap your energy. Small tweaks to what you eat can lead to big improvements in how you feel and function every day. Hi, I'm Dr. Marie Donna, a youth and adult psychiatrist here to discuss all things mental health and wellness related. In this video, I'll cover food recommendations to embrace and those to avoid if you or someone you know is managing ADHD. Let's dive into how diet can improve focus and help reduce hyperactivity. So one, let's talk about the connection between ADHD and diet. You might be wondering, can what I eat really affect my ADHD? And the answer is yes. ADHD, which stands for Attention Deficit Hyperactivity Disorder, affects brain function, and what we put into our bodies fuels the brain. Certain foods can help manage ADHD symptoms while others can make them worse. Today, I'll be discussing a balanced approach to eating things that might improve ADHD symptoms, starting with a focus on the Mediterranean diet. The Mediterranean diet has been gaining attention for overall health benefits, but it's also great for managing ADHD symptoms. This eating pattern focuses on whole foods, healthy fats, lean proteins, and fresh fruits and vegetables. Things that not only nourish the brain, but also help stabilize energy levels and improve concentration. So what are some foods to embrace? So for breakfast, this is actually the most important meal for ADHD because ADHD sufferers often experience fluctuating energy levels, so starting the day off with a balanced breakfast is essential. One recommendation is a smoothie loaded with healthy fats, fiber, and protein. For example, you could blend in together with spinach, berries, which are rich in antioxidants, a scoop of protein powder, maybe some almond butter, and oat milk. This provides a steady release of energy and nutrients to help kickstart your brain. Another breakfast ally is caffeine, which is surprising for a lot of people. Did you know that caffeine can actually help with focus and attention in some people with ADHD? While it shouldn't replace medication, small amounts of caffeine can actually enhance concentration. Just be cautious to stay under 400 milligrams of caffeine a day. Too much can lead to jitteriness and sleep problems. Sources of caffeine might be to consider are coffee or green tea, both of which contain brain-boosting antioxidants. One thing I do recommend with patients who are drinking caffeine but also taking medications for ADHD, such as stimulants, is that they might need to be extra cautious when it comes to the caffeine intake, just because caffeine is considered a stimulant. And if you're taking a prescribed stimulant medicine, this can potentiate this effect, making you more jittery, feeling anxious, etc. So always be watching yourself and how you actually handle and tolerate caffeine in general while you're drinking it. Another nutrient that can be helpful is a polyphenol. They're brain-protecting nutrients. Polyphenols are powerful antioxidants found in a variety of fruits and vegetables. They support brain function and protect against inflammation, which is often linked to ADHD. So what are some foods high in polyphenols? Berries like blueberries and strawberries, cherries, eggplant, onions, kale, coffee, and green tea are rich in polyphenols. These foods should be a regular part of your diet. Vitamin C and B. These are essential for brain health. Vitamins C and B are crucial for cognitive function. Vitamin C is found in citrus fruits and leafy greens and helps in neurotransmitter production, while B vitamins found in whole grains, eggs, and legumes support overall brain health. Foods that include these are oranges, strawberries, broccolis, eggs, and beans, which are all excellent sources of these vitamins. Some minerals that can be helpful are zinc, iron, potassium, and magnesium. Research shows that children with ADHD are often deficient in key minerals like zinc and magnesium, which play critical roles in brain function and regulation of attention. So foods that include these minerals are dark chocolate, leafy greens, nuts such as almonds, seeds, legumes, and lean meats like chicken or turkey are good sources of these things. So what are foods to avoid? Now that we've covered foods to embrace, let's look at the foods that you should limit or avoid. While everyone's body reacts differently to certain foods, these are the most common culprits that may actually worsen ADHD symptoms. Gluten. For those that are sensitive, if you have celiac disease or non-celiac gluten sensitivity, gluten can cause significant inflammation, which may impact brain function. Gluten is found in many wheat-based products, so it's important to cut out foods like bread, pizza, pasta, and certain alcoholic drinks if you're sensitive. Alternatives would be to opt for gluten-free grains like quinoa, rice, or gluten-free oats. Dairy. specifically milk caseins. Some people with ADHD may benefit from avoiding casein, a protein found in cow's milk. Casein can lead to gut inflammation and may worsen symptoms in sensitive individuals. Alternatives to try are A2 milk, nut milk like almond or cashew, milk from goats or sheep, which tend to be easier on the digestive system. Sugar, and this one can cause a big debate. While sugar doesn't cause ADHD, it can lead to energy spikes and crashes that exacerbate symptoms like hyperactivity and impulsivity. So limiting your intake of baked goods, candy, soda, or anything sweetened with sugar or high fructose corn syrup would be good to keep in mind. Alternatives to use in place of sugar would be to opt for natural sweeteners like stevia or monk fruit. You can also satisfy your sweet tooth with fruits like berries or apples. Food colorings and additives. Artificial food colorings and additives are controversial in their link to ADHD, but many families have reported improvements when they cut them out. Following diets like the Feingold diet, which eliminates artificial colors and additives, can be an option if more subtle diet changes don't help. Examples of additives to avoid: red dye 40, yellow dye 5, and any synthetic preservatives or flavorings. And I will say honestly, within my own clinic and practice, I have had patients who have removed these food dyes and noticed significant improvements in their kids' ADHD behaviors. So how can you actually implement these changes? Making dietary changes can be overwhelming, especially for those with ADHD who might struggle with routine and planning. The key is to take small, manageable steps. So here are a few tips. Tip 1, start slow. You don't need to overhaul your entire diet overnight. Begin by adding 1 or 2 recommended foods each week and gradually phase out the ones to avoid. Tip number 2, meal prep. Preparing meals ahead of time can make it easier to stick to a healthy eating plan. Try batch cooking meals like grain bowls with veggies and lean protein, or pre-packaging smoothie ingredients for a quick breakfast. Tip 3, get the whole family involved. If you're cooking for a family, consider making these dietary changes together. It can be easier to stay consistent while everyone is on board with healthier eating. While dietary changes can be a helpful tool in managing ADHD symptoms, it's important to remember that they are not a cure-all. For those on medication or in therapy, diet should be used in conjunction with other treatments. Consulting with a nutritionist or your healthcare provider/doctor before making any dietary changes is always a good idea. Improving ADHD symptoms through nutrition is about balance and choosing foods that nourish your brain and body. By embracing nutrient-dense foods like fruit, vegetables, lean proteins, and healthy fats while avoiding inflammatory or artificial foods, you can help manage ADHD more effectively. Thanks for watching this video, and if you found this information helpful, please like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you don't miss out on future content. Please also see our additional videos on ADHD specifically and treatment options. I'm Dr. Maridana, and I look forward to continuing this journey with you as we explore more topics related to mental health and well-being. Take care.